Suzuki Access 125 is not just a scooter, it's an emotion. Because this family 125cc scooter from Japan packs in all of the sensibilities and the convenience that you expect from a scooter like this. But it also packs in a lot of fun. And no wonder then that it is consistently amongst the top 5 selling scooters in the country. Now this is the latest version of the Access 125. So what exactly is this packing? Has Suzuki really changed the formula that much? And are there any shortcomings? There is one which definitely irks us, and let's find all of the answers to the questions in this video. Now the new Access isn't entirely new when it comes to the styling. Yes, Suzuki has tweaked the formula, but that familiarity of design still remains. So the headlight is redesigned, this front apron is a lot pointier, and you get this neat little DRL over here as well. Furthermore, when you come to the side, you get that same sort of silhouette of the Access 125, but the side body panels are now flared with these neat creases along over here. For added convenience, you get 2 cubby holes over here as well as a USB Type A charging port. And under the seat, which is also reprofiled, which is a lot flatter than before, you get, say, a lot more storage space, so you can accommodate a few extra knickknacks. Plus, the fuel tank capacity has gone up. It's now 5.3 liters. And in order to access the fuel filler cap, well, earlier also there was a removable fuel filler cap, but for that you need to remove the key from the ignition slot and access it. Whereas over here, you just need to access it from the key fob and open this flap, and the fuel filler cap is right over here. But this is not still quite as convenient as we've seen on, say, certain other 125cc scooters like the TVS Jupiter 125. So this is still a step in the right direction, sort of like a 2-step forwards, 1-step backwards approach from Suzuki. Furthermore, for the pillion, you can see the seat is flatter, as well as the pillion foot pegs have been repositioned so that the pillion ergonomics are far more comfortable. And lastly, what do you think about the color of our test unit? It sort of looks like a Dalgona coffee or a cappuccino flavor, and it looks a little bit more matured rather than a little bit of funkiness that we see. But having said that, Suzuki still has a few bright and, say, youthful shades like a teal or a bright metallic blue. So which one is your favorite color? Do let us know in the comments. Now the engine on the Access 125, well, that's not changed, but it is meeting the latest OBD2B emission norms. So as a result, Suzuki has had to tweak the performance, tweak the engine output, and it's producing slightly more power and torque than before. However, that is not easily noticeable right from the get-go, because Suzuki has tuned this engine now to be a lot more linear than before. It does not feel quite as punchy off the line, or even when you're rolling on the throttle, it doesn't leap forward. It does that in a very gentle and calm manner. Mind you, it still will reach speeds of 85-90 kmph, and it can sustain those speeds in an effortless manner on the highway. So in case if your daily commutes involve a lot of highway runs, then this will still do the job. But the thing that irks us, the thing that we feel is lacking here, is that youthful spirit of before. And while Suzuki has tuned this now for a little better fuel efficiency, we hope that that old, say, fun spirit returns, maybe, say, in an update later in the future. The Suzuki 125cc engine was always known to be ultra smooth at low and high speeds. And to their credit, the engineers have found a way for it to be even more refined. You can ride it at 85-90 kmph and the motor will still not grumble. And that is great, because the fuel efficiency that we are witnessing on the dash was anywhere between 40 and 45 kmph, which is commendable considering we were riding it pretty hard. Ride it sanely and you could get closer to the 50 kmpl number. Despite the updates, Suzuki remains one of the few scooter makers to shy away from having an engine start-stop technology or engine silent start tech on board. You can find them on most scooters nowadays, and they could potentially eke out a bit more fuel efficiency along the way. Also, we had the top-of-the-line Ride Connect edition with the LCD digital screen. And while the utilization of the whole screen would make sense when you have turn-by-turn navigation running, the normal layout makes it look very blank and empty. The rest of the riding experience, well, that is more or less the same. So the comfy ergonomics, that is still present. The plush ride quality, which is not very wallowy but say very flat, that still remains. And the neutral handling of the axis, well, that also remains. What is added now is it gets slightly better braking than before, so it no longer feels squishy at the levers. Mind you, we would have still preferred if there was a little bit more feedback at the levers and the bite was a little more fierce, but considering its family scooter intentions, this is far better than before. So is the Access 125 still the recommended family 125cc scooter? Well, yes, because it builds on all of the goodness of the previous Access 125 minus the slight, say, fun quotient over here. And that might irk, say, the enthusiasts or those who like their family scooters to also be a little spirited. But for most Indians who are looking at convenience and frugality, this will still do the job. If you do want a sporty 125cc scooter from Suzuki, well, take a look at the Avenus 125, because that is essentially the Access itself in a, say, youthful, funkier body shape, which has slightly better handling characteristics. But coming back to the Access, well, this scooter might not pack quite a lot of modern convenience features that we've seen on other family 125cc scooters, like say edged start-stop or edged silent start technology, which are meant to say improve the fuel efficiency. But this scooter is already tuned to give better fuel efficiency. Plus, you get the Suzuki badge of trust and reliability with the Access. Not to mention, it's very, very refined and very, very chilled to ride on a daily basis. So all of this makes it a no-brainer, especially considering that you have to pay an additional 1,000 to 2,000 rupees for this new version. So are you going to go out and buy this matured Access 125 now? Do let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell notification icon, and please always wear riding gear on all your rides. Stay safe and see you very soon.